Friend, thank you. Stocks opened the day higher after some confusion this weekend about tariffs on electronics from China. So we're taking a live look right now at the Dow as it continues throughout the day. Today, President Trump is offering some clarification on what China is paying while also welcoming El Salvador's president to the White House. Natalie Brand brings us now an update.
President Trump says there's not an exception, but that these high-tech items from China will be subject to a different tariff. The administration says it's looking into semiconductors and the electronic supply chain as part of a national security investigation on tariffs by the Commerce Department. President Trump is meeting with El Salvador's president at the White House to discuss immigration.
We appreciate working with you because you want to stop crime, and so do we.
It comes as the president's trade policy continues to unfold, with new questions about the tariff on some popular electronics from China, like iPhones. Administration officials say those goods are excluded from the 125% import tariff, but still subject to an earlier 20% tariff related to fentanyl. U.S. Trade Representative Jamieson Greer says those tech items will also be considered for separate national security-related tariffs with the goal of boosting manufacturing of semiconductors in the U.S.
It's shifting from one bucket of tariffs to a different bucket of potential tariffs.
You have to show a little flexibility, but we go back to what we have to do. The markets have been very strong once they got used to it.
Small business owners in the U.S. are pleading for flexibility as they face the full 145% tariff on Chinese imports.
Small businesses like mine are marginalized and left to bear the burden of this and to see our families suffer.
Ralph Bradley is the owner of a Texas-based company that imports lighting equipment for items including trailers, RVs, and farm equipment. His father started a joint venture in the early 90s with a family-owned company in China that makes the products.
We have a great relationship with them and are scared about not just our business being in detriment, but what happens to their business and their families.
Trump administration officials say negotiations with China will happen between Presidents Trump and Xi, but so far talks have not been scheduled. White House economic advisor Kevin Hassett spoke to reporters here this morning and said the Commerce Department and Small Business Administration are taking calls and looking into ways to try and help small businesses impacted by the tariffs. I've reached out to the SBA for more details and specifics on what's being done. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.